Hello, my esteemed viewers. It is my privilege to welcome you to yet another episode of our YouTube tutorial videos. So, in this particular tutorial video, I'm going to take you through how to put or even install gutters and downspouts in an entire roof setup. And in this ArchiCAD version of 21, I'm going to show you a step-by-step approach that you will use to ensure that you lace your roof along with the relevant gutters and even the downspouts so that you can enhance the aesthetic value of your design, and also to show a means of extracting storm water from the roof that is tapped from that particular design. So before we proceed with this tutorial video, I would like you to subscribe to this YouTube channel if you have not done so, and you can also like, share, and even comment on it so that it may help us develop better and more rich content. So to begin this process, I'm going to activate my object tool. I'll click on it. Then on the settings panel, I'm going to still select the setting dialog where I'll find the object panel. Then for this particular roof elements that I want, I'll go to the ArchiCAD library 21, then go to the basics. Then in the basic library 21, I'm going to look for a special construction, and I believe the relevant roof elements are located here. So I'll click on it. Then I'll go to accessory elements, then click on it, and it's right there. I'm able to find the downspouts. So there are different versions. We have downspout 21, complex 21, and even the relevant gutters like the one we are seeing here. So for this particular exercise, my first task is to look at the nature of my roof profile that I have, so that I'll be able to select the relevant kind of gutters that are befitting this kind of roof. So I go to my plan, and I look at it well, and I realize that I have corners where I'll be putting my gutters and even the downspouts. So the first thing that I'll do is to select the first corner where I'll have a square based or a right angular based uh, gutter. So I'll go back to the settings dialog, and then I'll scroll down on the accessories element. Then I'll try and locate a guttered meter version 21. Then I'll click on it. Then I'll come to the dialog box appearing here and make the different adjustments to this particular gutter that I've selected. So in this case, I'll look for it, and for me, I think the half round is okay. Placed at 90 degrees. The profile radius, I can change that to 100. And then, sorry, change that to 100. 100. Then I think that is okay. Then I'll click OK, of course, pending other adjustments that I'll make based on the roof and how they appear. So I'll click on that. Then I'll locate one of the corners and just click there. So you can see I need to make adjustments to it because number one, I want to ensure that it is correctly placed. So the first thing that I'll do is click on that particular gutter. Then I'll right click and select the move command. Then I'll rotate it. Of course, make sure that it's a 180 degrees. Then having done that, I can ably drag it to the edge of the roof. So you can have an option of zooming in to ensure that it is in line with that particular. So I can still do some adjustments to it, just ensure that it's well inside that. So I believe that is okay. Then what I'll do is that I'll have to make sure that all the relevant befitting corners of this roof have the gutters installed. So I'll drag a copy of that, drag a copy, then bring it outside here. So I'll have another corner here. So, but at first I'll need to rotate it. Rotate it. Yes. Having done that, I'll click on it. Then I'll move it ably. Just as I did it with the first one, I'll make sure that it is at the relevant corner that I want it to be. So it's not still aligned, so I'll need to move it a bit down. Yes. That is okay. Yeah. Then still have others that I wish to have here. Drag a copy. Then I'll select the left hand side. I'll still rotate it. I'll draw it outside. Then I think that will be okay. So I'll make sure that it's somewhere there, and then that will be okay. I can select the next corner of that. So in this case, I'll ensure that I rotate it. Then I'll take it to the next corner by dragging it nicely. So with that, we need to take it outside. Mhm. I believe that is okay. Then I'll proceed with the last part. Last part, where I'll drag a copy. And yes, I'll move it a bit. So also patience. just somewhere there. It has missed it a bit. We can still make, yeah, I believe I've now gotten it. So the reason why I was doing this is to ensure that I'll just need to extend the rest part of the gutters. So there are two options to achieve a continuous form of a gutter system all around the roof. So one option is to just go back to the object tool, open the settings dialog, and then ensure that you have the gutter 21. Click OK, and then you can now place it all over the roof. So what I can do can just rotate it. You can just rotate it and then sure it's 90 degrees. Then I'll move it down and make it in line with that. Then I can also just extend it. Sorry, just ensure that I extend that. Sure, I extend it all the way to the latest part of that gutter, but that will be a lengthy process. So I believe for us, because we need to save on time, we can discard that process. But ideally, it is one of the ways of ensuring that you have a continuous gutter system all the way all around the roof. But one ideal method that I'll recommend that we use is to just uh, you can just lengthen the former uh, gutter system that we have, just to ensure that it is in line with all the rest of the gutters that we have in place. So then I just click on that because that is where they meet, and you need to make sure that they are merging as I've done there. Then you also come here, then extend that bit. But what I want to do is to make sure that I make the trunking part to be at 45 degrees. So what I'll do is go back to the settings dialog, and then I'll go to the downspout hole. So here I'll ensure that this particular slope is at 45 degrees. 45 degrees, 5. Then I'll click OK. Let's see how it looks. Sorry. Really, it should be this end part. It's the end of the cup that should be 0. Sorry, this should be 45 degrees. 45. Let me change that a bit. Let me say this is 0. Then this end part will be 45 degrees. Sorry, should be 45 degrees. Then I'll click OK. And still ensure that we have a negative. So it is negative 45 degrees. I think that is now okay. So you can see that it's coming out pretty well. Then having done that, I'll go to the next gutter, and I'll ensure that I make sure that all this is 45 degrees. Then I'll come back to this, extend it. Yes. Then what I did there, I'll still do here. Select it and then change the end. Change the end to 45 degrees. It should be the first. So I'll change that to 45 degrees. 45 degrees, then I'll click OK. That one also requires negative, so I'll just change that easily. Negative 45, that should be okay. So if that is okay, so the next thing that I'll do again is to make sure that the entire roof system is aligned to the roof system. So having done that, I'll go back to this, make sure it is negative 45 degrees, see how it goes. Sorry, I need to select it first. So 45 degrees. It should be 0. It should be this end. Ensure that this is negative 45. This. Then I'll also ensure that this one extends. Um, 5. Negative 45. Click OK. That is okay. Then I'll ensure that it joins with this. So what I'll do is ensure that that end goes 45. Should be negative. That is ably merged. So we look at the entire roof and see where I'll drag a copy of that. So what I'll do is I'll remove the 45 degrees, ensure that it's 0, then I click on it, then I can proceed with this. So bring it to that point, then I'll also ensure that this one is taken up to that point, then I'll ensure that it is at negative 45, sorry, it should be negative 45, then I'll click OK. Of course, I'll need to so I think what I'll need to do is to ensure that the entire roof has the gutter, then I can make them aligned, though some of them are misaligned. So I'll just ensure that I have the right thing first. So the next task that I'll have is to have a joint system here. Drag a copy of this, then I'll bring it up here, then I'll rotate it, then I'll ensure that it fits. Yes, then I can remove this. Then bring that there. So having done that, I will still drag a copy of this, drag a copy, and then bring it out here. Then I'll rotate it. Sorry, I think I can reflect this, make a reflection, or even I can mirror it. Yes. Then I'll simply cut this. Up to that end. Then I'll now drag this remaining bit. So I want us to see how the entire gutter is coming out, and the next thing I think I'll do is to ensure that they are in line with the, just to ensure that all the parts of this entire roof have their gutters. So we still have one that we have one, so we can take this and we can drag a copy of that, then bring it to this point. Yes, so that is that. So what I want to do is to ensure that, as you can see, the gutter system is in place, but we now need to ensure that they are rightly positioned in their respective uh, heights. So what I'll do is to ensure I'll first copy the entire data system. Copy the entire data system. So after having done that, I'll go to the settings dialog. Then I'll make sure that the gutter is rising to the height same as the roof. So that I'll change the dimensions to 7,000. 7,000. You can see that is almost at the roof. So I'll just need to scale it down a bit. Scale it down a bit. So I'll play along with the 6,000. Let me say 6,850. Let's see a drop of 6,700. Yeah, so I believe that is that can be seen. So I believe you can see the roof having the gutter in place. So kindly watch out for the part two of this particular video tutorial, where we'll now be aligning the gutter and even now installing the downspouts in their relevant positions. So before I close this down, I'll wish to ask you to watch out for our next tutorial video. We'll be completing the entire exercise that we started, and take time and like, comment, and even share the video. And thank you, and have a good